A simple story can bring you from TikTok to Good Morning America. Today we're going to sit down with two of my friends whose story about their renovated laundromat landed them on Newsweek and Good Morning America, bringing millions of people in contact with their story. Jon and Erin Carpenter have been renovating properties for years now, but last year they decided to invest in a local laundromat. What started as a business investment quickly turned into a passion for serving the community. Throughout all the renovations, Erin took the time to capture footage to tell the story. Using her past as a filmmaker and a producer, she looked to capture the story in order to share it on TikTok. She made a commitment to post a new short video each day for 30 days. But it wasn't until near the end of that a TikTok that she created gained traction. The TikTok told the story about how the renovation led to the laundromat being a community hub once again. I had the opportunity to sit down with them to hear a little bit about their experience and sharing the story.
We wrapped the project and I did, my after video. Watching it, it was like sitting at 200 views for a long. I was like, oh, dang it, this is a flop, but whatever. And then all of a sudden it starts like accumulating views and we're watching it like 100,000, 200,000. It was like crazy to see.
Just kept going and I was just like watching it like, what in the world's going on? And then all the time she'd like looking at her comments like Newsweek wants to interview, like this is Business Insider, like all these brands and things that were always just like nebulous. When they were reaching out to us, we were like, we just did a laundromat. Like, what did we do? We didn't do anything that special. I think for the community it was really cool, but something tugged at heartstrings in those videos, or the one that went viral, and then it kind of went to other videos.
As a result of sharing the story, people's hearts were moved. It racked up over 12 million views on TikTok and 1.8 million likes and so many more on Instagram. But more importantly, it led to people getting involved in the story. People didn't want to just sit on the sidelines. They wanted to have an active role in making the story even bigger.
People we never would have met who want to partner with us to continue to make Reynolds Laundry a better place. I was trying to build out this kids area and I hadn't done it yet when the video went viral. I was like, I'm still making it, And so many kind strangers from the internet have seen that and said, hey, like I have a bunch of old kids' toys I want to donate. Or the public library came and stocked our bookshelves for free. Brands have donated detergent for free, and so many people have partnered with us for free laundry days, which is incredible because now we can do like 10 times the amount of free laundry days that we were before. And just meeting other people who are on the same mission as us. It's nice when other people come in and say, hey, like we know some stuff that can help you, let us help you.
You might think it was Erin's background in the video production industry that gave her the skills to tell the story, but she'll be the first to point out where the real impact was made.
It wasn't this amazing video I made because it was like probably the video I've worked the least hard on in my entire life of working in the video industry. And I think it was, the authenticity in the story and the people's hearts that like clearly shine through in the video. These amazing people that caught the fire. And I think it's really cool to remember that it is about the story.
Erin's background as a filmmaker meant that she's been exposed to some of the top-of-the-line technology used in making films. Yet the story that she told that had the widest reach was told on the phone that she keeps in her pocket.
I think a smartphone is a unique tool because it can capture something without putting all the focus on the gear and all the, the video itself. It's almost like taking a back seat and seeing what's happening unfold.
Yeah, I didn't see half of the things that she took I never even knew existed. She'd be like pulling out of her pocket and just like shooting stuff. In the laundromat, like at the moment you bring out a camera, it brings all this attention. Everybody so you don't get authenticity a lot of times. And so she was able to capture a lot of authenticity because nobody even knew that she was recording stuff.
Yeah, it's like camouflage. Everybody has a smartphone. You don't know what you're doing with it.
Finally, I closed out by asking Jon and Erin what their advice was for anyone who's considering starting to share their stories with the world.
Start doing it. That is the easiest thing you can do, is just start. And just don't get held back by, perfection. Make it good, but you don't need to make it perfect. That's not what social media is about. And do it because you love it, because that's the big thing. And so if you're doing it to be like, I need exposure, I think that will come through. But like, make the content you want to make because you love it. Because I think that's what changed on TikTok. It was just like fun. There was zero expectations. It was just, it's TikTok.
Like looking at what Erin did, She was trying something new. TikTok's new thing. She wasn't scared because it wasn't like, what are people going to think about me, because there's nobody there to watch you. And she was consistent. Like, she didn't get a lot of views, and she just kept doing it over and over. It was never about the views. It was never about how many people are seeing it. And so that consistency, saying for 30 days, I'm going to post every single day something that is content that we're doing on this laundromat. So we had a story that we were going to tell, wrapped around the laundromat, and we're going to find something interesting about it each day, and then post a short little thing that doesn't matter if it's going to work or not. And yeah, and then put the beginning, all the stuff, and then pull it together in that end montage, and ended up becoming almost like a full story.
Looking at Jon and Erin's story, I had a few takeaways. 1. No story is mundane. When you look at their story, it's not a dramatic story where they saved someone from a burning house. They renovated a laundromat and created a spot for the community to gather. It's a powerful story, but not because it's dramatic. Instead, because it connects deeply to the desire for community that we all have. 2. Don't let quality paralysis hold you back. I'm going to be honest. This was a deep takeaway for me personally. In conducting this interview, I had 2 cameras die on me and microphone issues. Quality wasn't to the standard that I personally try to hold myself to. But as I edited their interview, I was continually reminded that it's the story that matters, and sometimes it's worth sharing a story even if the technology isn't to the level that you'd expect. 3. If you're wanting to share the impact you're having, just start. If you don't get the response you're looking for right away, don't throw away your efforts. Evaluate what worked, what didn't work, and then try again. Erin posted TikToks on the same story for weeks before she had her viral hit. I'm not saying you should spam your audience by reposting the same video and story daily. As Erin shared her story, each day she told a slightly different story. But as Jon pointed out, each story was ultimately connected to the overall story of the laundromat renovation and community revival. 4. People are looking for stories to get involved in. Jon and Erin's story isn't the only time I've seen people with no connection to a story get stirred to action because of a video shared online. I've seen people pay off mortgages for strangers, raise money to bless a waitress who is down on her luck, pay off medical debt, among so many others. You need to be sharing your story for people to want to get involved, and as you can see here, people take action. 5. Finally, don't share your story solely to go viral. Chances are you're not going to. What I can tell you, though, is that if you're consistent, you're going to find your audience and inspire people to get involved. As Erin said, do it because you love it and have fun while you do it. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content on how to tell stories using your smartphone, covering everything from the technique to the technology. But as we've clearly learned today, it's not about the gear, it's about the story.